Hi everyone, thank you for joining me here today at my Piano Pizzazz tutorial. We're going to be continuing our work through A Perfect 10. This is book 2 by Melody Bobber. So you have been so successful continuing through all of the songs in a large variety of styles. This particular one is called the Classical Dance. So I know a lot of you like to dance. There's a lot of different styles of dance. This particular one is going to be very classic in nature. Think of something that's very standard. This only has 2 beats in each measure. And so it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way through. So this is the first song that we've had in this book with just 2 beats per measure. The hand position for the right hand is going to continue up in the higher position in the high C position. And so just as a review of these notes, we've got the C, that's the treble C, not the middle C, but the treble C with your thumb. And then it steps up to the D. The 2 finger is on that one. The 3rd finger will be playing on the E. The 4th finger will be playing on the F. And the 5th finger will be playing on the G. So you've got your C, D, E, F, G position. So your hands are going to want to stay in that position, not be moving around. So you'll be ready for that. You can quiz yourself on those notes. Make sure that you're familiar with those. Work on the melody first in the right hand. Can you feel those beats? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you've got quarter notes for the most part, and then eighth notes. Remember, it takes 2 eighth notes to get 1 beat. You can count that 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or you could count it 1, 2, 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. I found that most students, by adding in the and, it kind of throws them off and they're not able to keep a steady beat. So instead of throwing in the and, just add the note in between the beats. So I would recommend counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you do want to keep that steady beat. The left hand is just using the easy notes right in the middle C position. So remember the middle C with a thumb right here. So both thumbs will be starting together on the C's. You're also using B in the left hand, A with the 3rd finger, and G with the 4th finger. So that's very easy, C, B, A, or G. It may not go in that order, so you'll have to watch for which note is which. So make sure that you are ready to put that hands together. So the song, you're going to, again, start with the thumbs on treble C and middle C, and then your fingers go out from there. So they're not in the same position. So that's rather of a lengthy song. You see there's several phrases in here. So you're going to be wanting to practice the right hand, practice the left hand separately to make it more fun. If you are at your house and you have a digital piano that has different settings, such as mine does, I like changing up the settings, and that just kind of makes it more fun. I might practice it many more times if I'm working on it with different sounds. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to change up the right hand setting to a violin. One reason I like to use the violin setting is because it reveals to you if you're connecting the notes or not. So if I'm not connecting the phrases, it's more obvious, right? It sounds kind of chopped up. So in order to connect, I've got to be sure that I'm pressing down each note as I'm lifting up the previous finger. I'm not going to press and lift and then press and lift. Watch, I'm going to press. So there's no lifting. You're just thinking about pressing, pressing, pressing. Okay, now for the left hand, I'm going to add the cello sound. The cello is the larger form of the violin. It's in the same family. So you're going to hear how beautiful, deep, and rich that sound is. So those sounds, they're compatible. They complement each other. So I'm going to put those together and play our song one more time. So beautiful. Now last month you did the song with royal fanfare. So this sounds exactly like a song that you might hear if you're at that special place in England. In fact, the composer of this piece was born in England. He became an American. He later lived in America where he wrote his piece called The Classical Dance. And he was actually a friend of Mozart's. So I think that that's very interesting. I'm not familiar with this artist, but if he was a friend of Mozart, he's a friend of mine. So I hope that you really enjoy working on this piece. Practice it each hand separately, put it together, make sure that it's connecting, and if you have a digital piano, try changing up the settings. You might find yourself practicing this many more times than if you only hear it on the piano. But any way that you practice it, be sure that you feel like you are enjoying yourself and that you're very prim and proper with your back tall and straight and your arms above the keys. Don't be slouching. Don't be having your hands down here. Don't be laying on the piano. Keep your body upright where you're carrying your arms and everything over the piano, and you're going to feel much more like you are a king or a queen as you're practicing your piano. So enjoy your classical dance, and I'll catch you in the next video.